Hi, I'm JC Sum and this is Illusion Product Talk, and today we'll be talking about Behind the Illusions, the videos, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I first released Behind the Illusions in 2011 and it took about, I think, a year to put together, or maybe 2 years, because it just requires that amount of effort and time to put the material together. Well, let me talk about maybe the format of the videos first, and you understand why it takes so much time and effort to put together. So basically, this set of videos is about the performance, the presentation, the thinking and approach and design of illusions. It's not so much teaching you how to build illusions. It's not an illusion building course. It is a course to share my experience and highlight key points that you can take note of when you are performing and presenting illusions. So the format is, I take 10 different illusion performances and you get to see them one at a time. But after each illusion performance, you have me in studio discussing that particular piece. I will give reasons why I use certain props, why I designed it a certain way, why I presented illusion in a certain way. And each illusion will cover different aspects of the illusion performance or presentation in general. And after that, you would watch a playback of the performance again, but this time with an audio commentary by myself as I reiterate certain key points or highlight important things I think you should note as we watch the video together once again. So that's the basic format. You see an illusion performance, you see me break it down in the studio, and then you watch it once again with an audio commentary. But as you can imagine, I would then require footage of 10 different performances in a good setting, obviously, to be able to extract and then put them into this format and then head to the studio to film my breakdowns, followed by then doing the post-production work with the audio commentary. So it's pretty intense. And I remember, I think the Behind Illusions one really took me 2 years if you consider the footage that we performed and captured as well. So about 2 years to produce that particular video. But I'm happy to say that was a hit, because we sold out the pre-sale before we had even released the video, and we just did the pre-selling of the video. It sold out the first run. So that really has been one of my best-selling products, next to Urban Illusions and Pack Flight Illusions for Kids and Family Shows, which are books. But I think the approach was very different from any other illusion video products. I mean, there aren't many illusion video products in the first place. Ran Woodbury is probably one of the first ones, and his was more of illusion building, although of course he showed his illusions in performance as well. What else did we have? Not much. Well, the Penn Dragons then, also around 2010, 2011, released their set of videos, which was great as well. It's a pity that everything was within the confines of the small studio, so you couldn't really see the proper performances of some of the illusions, although they did have footage from live performances. But that's a valuable set of videos for Illusionists as well, so if you don't have that, you should watch that. But this was different just because of the approach, the way I presented the material in terms of watching the presentation, breaking it down, and then rewatching it with the audio commentary to highlight key points. And I cover a wide range of, elements or components or aspects of illusion performance, not just the actual presentation. We're talking about the choreography, the structuring, the routining, the handling of cloths or props, the use of stage assistants or stage hands, lighting design, music design. I really cover a wide variety of topics when it comes to the overall presenting and performing of illusions. So that's how the Behind the Illusions videos are structured and presented. So what's the difference between Volume 1 and Volume 2? Volume 1 had 10 illusions, and they're all modern illusion performances that I took from my live shows, and these were permanent shows that I had at the time. I was doing daily shows, and basically I extracted the best illusions and I presented them, and then I shared why I did certain things. And I also have a section on casing illusions, so I talk about rope cases and ATA cases, and I also bring you behind the scenes to one of my mega illusion stunts where I made 5 people vanish in mid-air. So that's pretty interesting, especially if you are an illusionist. Now the difference is in volume 2, I again have 10 illusions, 10 different illusions and illusion presentations, but this time I went through my current performances as well as I went into the archive, and I deliberately took some illusion performances which were not perfect. Now in volume 1, I made sure, every single illusion or performance that I was showing was good, was perfect, looked great, professional, and everything was on point. So obviously I discarded those that weren't perfect because hundreds, I won't say hundreds, but dozens of hours of footage. But this time round, since I had already done Behind the Illusions 1, I thought it would be also useful and important to show non-perfect performances. Now nothing flashed or nothing went wrong or badly wrong. It's just that certain aspects of the performance may not have been perfect, or as I reviewed them, I think that the weak components, these could be mistakes I made, mistakes with the lighting design, choreography, movement, or stage hands coming in at the wrong time. So I used these negative examples as examples for you to learn from my mistakes and to understand what things shouldn't look like. It's very easy to watch a great performance and we watch it and say, hey, that was great, but it's not often easy then to translate it and try to compare it with your own performance. But if I show you a kind of a negative performance or a performance that's not that great and I point it out, you can then see whether you do that in your own performance as well. So that's the main difference between 1 and 2, besides of course different illusions and different lessons that I highlight or extract during the performances. I have several illusions which are performed not perfectly or presented perfectly, so that you can see what are the mistakes I made and what you can learn from them. Now you can buy Behind the Illusions as streaming videos from my website, and for detailed products description, you can go to illusionbookstore.com. You can buy the videos individually or as a combo set at a discounted price.